my dear students. Welcome back to online free JEE NEET Foundation Class. So in the last video, it was like introduction about our classes, about this course. And today, we are definitely learn and we will explore more about this course. So today, this is how we have to start the journey of success towards our JEE and the NEET foundation. So, before you are going to learn about how to start this journey, you must understand why you have to start this journey. That is so important. So, you have to find out that why factor, right? So, after this, let's see the next one. So, before we are going to start our syllabus and all, right? Syllabus and that course, concept, chapters, question answers, all these things. Before that, we have to understand what are the key principles. What are the key principles for this course? And why it is so important? My dear students, listen carefully. If you are in class 6 to 8, right, you must understand you have to focus on only these two factors. First is you must have a strong foundation and you must have a curiosity to learn, to understand, to know all these things. So these two are most important if you are in this class 6 to 8. This is one thing. Second thing, not heavy coaching, not needed. Like if you are in a 6th or 8th, right, if just by neglecting your academics, neglecting your regular studies, if you are focusing only on NEET or JEE foundation classes, that will not help you. Yes, that will not help you. So, second one is long years, it's not needed. 6 years, 5 years, 8 years studies for JEE, NEET in this stage, it's not needed. And another one is there is no exam pressure. You don't have any pressure. Just relax. Just give a little bit of time in your daily routine, 30 minutes, 40 minutes every day. That is enough. So our main focus must be on strong foundation and you must have the curiosity to know about this journey. These two things will give you a complete idea about this foundation classes. Okay? And next we will move for next one. So what should a class 6 student, right, focus on? If you are in 6th standard, just please focus on these points. So what is the first one? The first thing is master school syllabus. Yes. If you are taking some reference books, if you are taking some course books on NEET or JEE, and if you start learning about that textbooks, that reference books, you will not understand anything. Yes. So first thing is you must be having a master, like you must be perfect in your syllabus. So this is the first priority you have to give. The first thing is you must focus on your syllabus. How many chapters you have? What are the chapters? What the concepts, core subject, core concept, what is given? All these things you must focus. Right? And one more is, listen, this is very important. JEE NEET toppers are always very strong in NCERT basics. I am telling you, in any competitive exams, if you see the questions, maximum questions will come from NCERT syllabus. So you must focus on NCERT basics. I will make one separate video on how to study NCERT textbooks. Yeah, you will get it very soon. Okay? And then, so what are the things we have to focus, like subjects? First thing is, if you are focusing on JEE, then you must understand your mathematics must be strong. Mathematics is the most important subject for JEE. And in science, physics concepts like force, motion, light, and some other laws, right? All the things which are there in physics, that is very important. And chemistry basics, like what are matters, right? What are changes, chemical changes, physical changes, atoms, simple ideas we have to focus on chemistry. And when it comes to bio, listen carefully, for NEET aspirants, this bio subject, this basics about bio is most important, right? So these are the subjects we have to focus. And why we have to focus on these things? Our goal must be, because of the goal is, we have to clarify the concepts. We must have a clarity about the concepts. And second thing is, you must have a confidence in maths and science. If you have a fear, if you are not confident, then you will get some kind of negative about the subjects. So you must be very confident in mathematics and science. And another one is ability to explain answers in your own words. Yes, this is also very important. So if you want to write the answers in your own words, you must understand your English is also very important. English knowledge, that is also important. Okay? So in this, we must understand one thing. NCERT basics are most important. For JEE, mathematics subject is very important. And for NEET, if you want to focus, then you must focus on bio subject. Okay? Yes. And then, so what are the skills we must learn to crack the JEE or NEET entrance exam? So first is build thinking skills. Yes, thinking skill. When it comes to thinking, right? For example, if we are discussing about force, many students will focus on definition of this force, only definition. They will focus on definition. They will say push or pull is a force. Yes, fine. But you must understand, when you apply this force on object, if you apply this force on object, what are the things, what are the changes you can observe in this object? What are those things? Why the object will move when you apply the force? This why question, what question, how, these all will come in thinking skills. So you must have a very strong thinking skill. That is one thing. And one more is, many students, especially in science, students will think that if we by-heart the concepts, right, then it will be easy. Please, it is my humble request to everybody who are preparing for JEE or NEET exams, by-hearting or memorizing the concepts is not at all advisable. Yes, don't memorize. It is highly impossible to understand that concept. That is important. Okay? And then when it comes to mathematics, right, you must focus on these things. What is that? First, your mental ability, mental maths, we will call it as a mental maths. This mental maths must be very strong, and logic reasoning or logic puzzles, that you have to focus, and number patterns, that is very important in mathematics. And these are basics like fractions, ratios, percentage. These are, you just focus and you must go very deep in that subject, in that concept. It's not about only adding like fractions, subtracting like fractions, operations on like fractions. These are very basics. Beyond these you have to observe. Okay? And then so to make you more perfect in these concepts, right? So what we are recommending you first is NCERT must be your first priority. NCERT textbooks. and some reference books. Some reference books will definitely help you, especially when it comes to mathematics. No, it's my personal observation. R.S. Agarwal book is there. If you are studying in a CBSE school, I think you know that R.S. Agarwal sir's reference book is very helpful for students, especially in mathematics, right? And one more very interesting is, in your schools, right? In your schools, they will conduct Olympiad exams. They will conduct Olympiad exams. See, Olympiad exams are not only to get the ranks or get the medals. That will give you the exposure for different types of questions, right? If you compare the Olympiad exam question paper with your school question paper, both will be totally different. So that you can understand in a competitive exams how the questions will come. That idea you will get it when you write the Olympiad exams. This is very important. Okay? Then come to next one. So the last one, it is all about mathematics. When it comes to science, right? So what are the things we have to observe? First is, why does this happen? It means whenever you are reading the science concepts, it may be physics, it may be chemistry or bio, start your reading with why. Why reflection is happening? Why the refraction is happening? What are the reasons behind it? So all these things you must start with why. And one more thing, this one is not advisable actually, because with the help of your teachers or parents, you can do the small experiments, very small experiments you can do to know about the science concept. And one more is, in science diagrams will come. So when it comes to diagram, right, students will just observe and they will focus on only labels, parts of the diagram. But it's not okay. You have to understand which part is doing which work. What is the use? What is the help of that? What are the function of those parts? That you must focus on diagrams. And we will recommend NCERT science textbooks, number one. And very interesting is this MTG Foundation Science, MTG publication books are very important, because these are reference books and wonderful books. You will learn a lot of more and more knowledge about science if you focus on MTG Foundation Science books. Okay? And one more is, you can watch simple science videos, but not too many. Suppose some concepts, if you read it, you can't get the clear idea about that concept. So if you watch a small video related to that concept, you can learn, you can understand better. Okay? Yes. Then come to next. So after understanding mathematics, science, how to study, how to start and all, now the one most important part is how the daily study routine we have to fix. This is very important. So please listen carefully. Total study time, it is round about 2 to 2.5 hours daily, including your homework. This is very important. When we say foundation classes, don't neglect your daily homeworks, don't neglect your daily studies. That is also needed, because after understanding the concepts, academics concepts, then only you can understand the JEE or NEET questions, right? So giving 2 hours is enough every day. If you are giving 2 hours or 2.5 hours, it is enough. Okay? And next one, here we have a sample routine, like how you can frame your daily routine for preparation. First is, for your school homework, you can spend 1 hour, right? And for mathematics practice, 30 minutes, every day 30 minutes is enough. And science reading, like understanding the concepts, that is 30 minutes. And fun learning means in this you can take some mental maths questions, puzzle questions, number patterns, all these things you can take, and you have to give 15 to 20 minutes. And one more very important is students will take too much of stress, right? Moderate stress is very good, but too much of stress on studies is very, very bad. And many students have one bad habit, that is late night studies. That's not good for health, remember, right? So you must have a proper routine, study routine, okay? And 6 to 8 study is not advisable. Don't do it. Don't do it. It will not work. Okay? This is how we have to make our study routine every day. Okay? And it differs from class to class. We are focusing on 6 to 8 students. Okay? Then come to next one. Olympiads. Yes, but limited. This is very important. I already said this. Olympiad exam question papers will help you to understand logic reasoning, mental ability, all these skills you can learn from that Olympiad exams. But Olympiad exams, don't take it too serious. Not needed. Just take some sample papers, some old question papers, Olympiad question papers, and try to solve one by one. Okay? And there are so many groups will conduct the Olympiad exams in different schools. You can take any one question paper and just go through the question paper and just try to solve it, so that you will get idea. Okay? And here it is very important. Olympiad exam is only for exposure, not for ranks. Means, in the Olympiad exam, if you see the question paper, right, mathematics and science, maths and science, you will get to know which type of questions will come in a competitive exams. You will get the idea. That is the main aim for writing Olympiad exams. Okay? And then, what to avoid in class 6, right? So actually, this one we are not advising this. This one is not needed, right? I will not advise the first point, right? And second one, solving JEE NEET questions in this stage is not needed, because if you see the JEE or NEET question paper, in the first question only you will be panic. Oh my God, how this question I should solve? I never learned this. I never know this. This type of thoughts will come. So no need to take the question paper. Just prepare yourself through foundation classes. Okay. Then multiple tuition classes is not advisable. If you go to one institution and if you are taking classes for 2 months or 3 months, suddenly you will think that I want to change the classes for, I want to switch to another one platform. These are not advisable, right? Consistency and trust. These two are very important. Okay? Comparing with other students, it is highly, what we can say, we have to avoid it clearly. Yes, whatever you are doing, you just do it. Don't compare with, anyone. Okay, your study style will be different and their study style will be different. And then this causes burnout class 9 to 10. Means if you are in 6 to 8, if you are comparing your studies with your friends, then you will not get confidence when you are in 9th and 10th. So try to avoid comparison. Okay? And then role of parents and teachers. Most important, children. This point what we are discussing now, it is most important. So if you are attending the classes, right, one thing you must understand, especially in science like physics, or chemistry or bio, whatever, right? So in all these classes, you must understand a student who will ask questions, right? Who will ask questions, that is asking question is most important. Yes, as much as possible you ask more questions, more doubts, so that you will get complete idea about the concept, right? Encouraging questions is most important. Appreciating the effort, but not for marks, that is also important. And for parents I am saying, and for teachers also, let the child enjoy his own creations like sports, like arts, friends and all. He has to enjoy. And one more, no future doctor, engineer pressure. Now only don't call them as a doctor, future doctor. That will create the pressure. Okay. And then next one is, this is most beautiful one. Simple advice to students is just enjoy your learning. Now, at strong basics today, these two if you focus, remember, you will be the topper of tomorrow. Okay? I hope you like this video. Please subscribe our channel, and definitely we will come to you with a new videos.